Hey guys, what is up? Undecided YouTube name here, and today this is a bit of a story time. Now I got this inspiration from a guy named Luna, which I'll put up his thumbnail now. What he basically does is he tells loads of interesting stories about what happened to him when he was around my age, 14, 15. But I've got loads of I've got a few interesting stories. This is only something I wanted to do as a filler, like with those roasting videos. Oh god, I need to make one of those. Oh, I don't really. But anyway, this is a story of when these kids tried to call the police on me and these old friends I have, and failed. That is a really weird title. But let's get into the story. So, now this was way before I met Sparky V2. I was around 7 or 8. Yeah, I was between the ages 7 and 8, and it was the summertime. And I had two other friends with me. They only lived a couple houses down. And one was shorter than me, one was my size. And we were bored and it was really hot outside, and we thought, hey, do you want, and the smaller one suggested, hey, do you want to have a water fight? And at this point, me and the other one just looked at each other, and then we thought, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. So we grabbed our water guns and filled them up with water, and then we decided, hey, where are we going to go? Because if you've ever been to my house, then you know that my background's quite small and it's hard to have a proper water fight there. And then they suggested there was an abandoned hill road. It wasn't really abandoned, but it was practically not busy. So we just and all we had on was shorts and a cheap t-shirt, so he didn't look very fashionable at all. So we thought this road was great. It was like a slight uphill, and it was a lot of fun because I had a shotgun, water gun. That's not important to the story. I just thought I'd mention little details. Every little details help, because for some reason loads of weird shit happens to me in the summer. So I thought I'd mention that just in case you guys want to hear another video in the summer. Now, here's where the story kind of heats up a little bit. So we just have a water fight. It was a lot of fun. We got drenched, of course, because it was water. It's not like we were using lemon juice or something. So then we went to fill up our water guns back to their house, because the road was near to there. So we went to the hall to fill it up like normal, and then this kid must have been looking out the window and saw us, because he walked out and he wore the same, similar to what we were wearing, just some baggy shorts and a top and some sandals. I forgot we were all wearing sandals. He proceeds to get this battery-powered AK-47. It was quite powerful, and he proceeds to shoot my smaller friend in the eye, and he didn't cry or anything. Of course, he's not a pansy, but he was on the floor. He was holding his eye like he was on one of his knees. He was like, that really hurt. So my other friend said, dude, what the hell? Now, back then we didn't really know any words, at least I didn't. And I basically only knew hell and hell. Anyway, so we were standing there, and this kid just shot one of my friends in the eye. And my sort of friend, I said, oh, dude, what the hell? That was not cool. We don't even know you. Then he doesn't answer. He doesn't come with a shitty comeback. He just runs away. And so then we helped our friend up. We spent a few minutes just letting him cover his eye for a little bit, and then we thought, oh, well, that was annoying. But we wouldn't let it ruin our fun. So then we went back up to that road, and we just started playing again as usual, because we just had again, because then once our guns were empty again, we sat down near a house. There was a little bit of a runway, on some houses, the car. We were kind of on the edge of that. We were just sitting there talking, because we ran around a lot. We were quite hot and sweaty. And then it turns out we were sitting in front of this kid's house, and he came up and he was holding an iPhone. I think it was an iPhone 3 or 4 in his hand. Or he was holding a mobile phone. Yeah, it was an iPhone. And he said, he said, hey guys, if you don't get out, if you stop standing around, we're gonna call the police on you. And we were just well, we're not even in your property, we're on the edge of it. do you really have to call the police? And he was like, yeah. So he pressed. So he called the police. Okay, the next part. It's not very funny nowadays, but back then, me and our friends were like, after this, we were just like on the ground rolling, on the ground laughing. It was so funny. So he proceeded to call the police, and the police said, their normal voice, like, hey, 999, how can I help you? And this fucking kid, this kid was like, okay, there's these three boys my age with water guns outside a house. They have water guns. So can you come over and arrest them, please? That's exactly what he said. That's what I remember. And then there was a silence for like a minute, and then the lady over on the phone said, "Did I mention this woman?" Yeah, I did. She mentioned, "I'm sorry, but unless you can state that they're doing anything illegal, they're just standing outside your house. There's nothing really we can do." Then she hung up, and then he said, "Oh, the police are on the way. They said for you to stay outside here. The police are going to come on the way and they're going to arrest you." And take in mind, I'm just going to reveal